Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. And let's see if you was underage, because that would really be creepy. Hello beautiful humans and welcome back to my channel. Today I bring you something different. I didn't know what to do today, I'm not gonna lie. I have an unsuspecting, unpredicted day off, so I thought, why not sit down, have my lunch and this with you and have a little chat. There's some things that have been annoying me and I would like to share them, and I believe what I'm about to do is called a moon bung monk bung. Basically what it is I sit down with my food and you sit down with your food and we eat together and I chat to you and it's all good, clean fun. Except if you read this title, then maybe it's not. Before I get started, because I don't want to get in trouble, this is about sex. We're discussing adultish topics, and if you are of an age which you shouldn't be listening or discussing those sort of topics, then please click off, for my sake as much as yours. I'm also going to apologise for two things before I start. One, my makeup. It looks extremely patchy. It's because I did it in about 20 minutes because I thought I was meant to be going to uni and I was running late. Secondly, I have a cold, so if I'm sniffly, if my voice goes, if I convulse in like sneezing fits, I'm sorry. I have freshest flu, I'm bunged up and there's not a lot I can do about it. So now everything's said and disclaimers have been done and snotty nose warnings have been issued, then let's get into this chit-chatty moon monk bang. That's definitely not what it's called. Right, so basically, oh, my tip fell off. Look, my tip just broke. How very apt for this video. I want to have a little chat with all you. Sit nice and comfortably. Something has been really bothering me. As you might know, I started my masters this week. When people are getting to know each other, you expect to get the normal questions like, how old are you? What's your name? Where'd you come from? I did get those questions. However, I got another question which I get asked all the blinking time. Can you have sex? Now I have several issues with this question. One, rude, none of your business. Who goes up to someone in the street and goes, excuse me, can you have sex? No one ever does that, because it's not normal to ask someone that when you have just met them. Secondly, and I feel most importantly, unless you've had the worst education and your biology teacher was shit, or you're just plain stupid, then there is no way on God's earth that my legs are connected to my vagina. I'm sorry to break it to you, it's not biologically possible. Because my legs don't work doesn't mean my vagina doesn't work. When has anyone ever got cramp in their foot, right, and their vagina goes, no, that's so bad? It doesn't happen. There is no direct link between your foot, your leg, your toe, your knee, any part of your bodily bottom extremities that connects to the function of your vagina. If Jamie Dornan walks in this room now, there'll be flutters. And that is nothing to do with the fact that my legs are completely and utterly bending in about 70 different directions. If your legs and your vagina were connected, could you imagine how fucking difficult and inconvenient that would be? Imagine getting pins and needles in your foot and then all of a sudden getting a tingly vagina. It could be great depending on your situation, but it'll be a hella inconvenience if you're at a business meeting. With a foot you can kind of wiggle it around, you can't go scratching down below to get your tingly vagina sorted. I'm just saying. But then when you do find someone that kind of is like, well, you know, cool, her vagina and her feet aren't connected, great, happy days, then you've got the question of how. How do you have sex? Well, how do you bloody have sex? I have sex like everyone else. I'm gonna break it down for you. There's a hole and a nana, and the hole and the nana have a little kiss and stuff happens. Don't get me wrong, when you have a disability and you want to get some funky get down going on, you've got to be a bit more inventive. I'm not going to sit here and pretend to you that you're not going to have to get into some weird AF positions. Like, there's no way on God's earth I'm going to be bending my hip around the back of my head. Girl, I have hip problems. Like, I'm going to be doing none of that flexible shit. It doesn't mean it's not possible. And anyway, since when does anyone, regardless of your disability or not, want like a boring sex life? You want it to be as exciting as possible. I've got a tool here that is just designed to have to make us be inventive. And then you get there. Oh, but doesn't your disability get in the way? No. But I'm telling you something. God was like, if I'm gonna give that person a disability, I'm gonna give them one with a perk, because the CP shakes. Let me just fill you in. The CP, you can get a bit shaky. Now, think about that. Think about the movement that you get from a shaky hand. All these girls having to spend hours like, oh, babe, is this good for you? No. The amount of times you can save on a good hand job by having cerebral palsy. I can go and watch a box set of the freaking in-betweeners if I want to. It'd be like, oh babe, feel a bit horny. Oh yeah, okay, 1 sec. 1, 2, 3. Oh, the EastEnders is on. Let's go. Done. Don't ever underestimate it. I was actually having this conversation on the train a while back with a woman and her partner who, they were absolutely incredible. And she brought up to me something that I haven't really thought of before, but it does really annoy me. The assumption that anyone you're out on the street with, be it romantically or otherwise, is your carer or your family relative. Honestly, you could be in the middle of like a big open space going at it, full on like proper like into the making out and the and I can guarantee you at least one person will come up to you and go, oh, your brother seems nice. What? My brother? My brother? Dude, I don't know what your family relationships are like, but he sure as hell ain't my brother. Seriously. The other one's carer. Again, you could be full on noshing each other off. Oh, your carer seems nice. Carer, I mean, they care for me in ways that you don't want to know about. Just because I'm with a person in a street does not mean that they're in some way look after me. How much more clearer do I have to be that I'm in a sexual relationship with this person? You just want to see them, us butt naked, dragging from the floor. Please, if you see two people kissing in the street, whether they be male, female, 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 male, male, disabled, non-disabled, please assume that they're in a sexual relationship and that he's not their brother. Because you would never, ever, 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 ever assume that with anyone else. And that's the thing I find. People think disabled people are meant to date other disabled people. Now, if you're disabled and you're in a relationship with someone with a disability, I raise my cup of Disney tea to you, because I'm not in a relationship, so I can't be really talking about the ideal relationship when I don't have one myself. But the assumption that because you're in a wheelchair, you have to date someone else in a wheelchair is idiotic. If you want to, by all means, go for it. Have some amazing spazzy sex. And if you don't. I've had experiences with people in wheelchairs and people not in wheelchairs. And the one thing I do find though is that the acceptance to be weird sexually with someone in a chair seems so open. I don't know if it's just me, and I don't know if it's just the type of people I attract or the fact that I am in a wheelchair and people find it quite kinky, but I get the oddest requests. On the rare occasion I do find myself in a sexually provocative situation with another slightly naked human being, then it all tends to get a bit weird. I don't know if it's because they think it's already a taboo to be having sex with someone in a wheelchair, so to do kinky sexual stuff is just what you would want to do, or if I just pick really odd people. A couple of years ago I had a one-night stand, which I don't condone, I'm not proud of, I wish I'd never done it, but you know, it happened, whatever. And this guy seemed really nice, we were chatting, he seemed really good. Come back to my uni halls and things got a bit freaky, and then out of nowhere he just went, I want you to fuck me like a dolphin. Pardon? Fuck you like a dolphin? I have two things very wrong with that. Firstly, no. Secondly, and more importantly, how the hell do you fuck someone like a dolphin? Do you just literally lie down and go, eh? No, I don't want to fuck you like any animal other than a human, because That's weird and really illegal in most parts of the world. I just don't understand. I don't understand if it's the kink of him with a disabled person or if it's just weirdos. I'm really not sure. It kind of brings me on to another point. Would people please stop opening with the line, hey, you're really cute, could I tick you off my list? No, you fucking can't. I'm not part of your list. I don't care. I don't want to fuck an idiot, so go away. I don't understand these kind of lists that people have. I get kinks, like, if you got a kink, good on ya, we all have it. I have one, you have one. It is sexually known that there are things called kinks, but don't have a list. It's not like your grocery. It's not like, oh, I need to get bananas, yogurt, oh, a bit of cripple sex. What happened to good old, I fancy you, you're quite pretty. I fancy you, you're quite pretty too. Shall we have a bit of the old sex? No, as I've said all the way through this channel, I don't want it to be secluded into disabled and able-bodied people. The problem doesn't lie in like disabled people or able-bodied people. Sex is awkward for anybody, right? It's just about breaking down barriers and talking about it. Everyone does it. I wouldn't be here without it. You wouldn't be here without it. As much as you hate the idea, your parents add sex. Otherwise, how are you here? And the sooner we get over the awkwardness of it, whether you're disabled or not, the better. Sex is awkward for everybody and things always go wrong. Lord above, he must have a plan for me because the amount of things that go wrong in my sex life, oh my god. Just to normalise this whole thing and show you that sex is the same for disabled and non-disabled people. I might need a sip of tea for this one though because I can't believe I'm about to tell the internet. Okay, so I'm not going to name names because it's not fair, but my first proper boyfriend wasn't until I was about 17. I met this boy and he was so confident. I was like, that's so hot, like, oh my god, he's got so many friends, oh my god, I'm nobody, he'll never look at me. In hindsight, I was a bit of a prick, but you know, we all live and learn. He asked me out and I was just like, oh my god, I don't want to freak him off by going, oh my god. I was like, yeah, cool, whatever. Yeah, cool, whatever. And it was the first relationship I had that wasn't like, you know, when you're a kid and you're like,
this is my boyfriend and this is my girlfriend and we hold hands and we sometimes kiss.
It wasn't like that. It was like a proper, this is my boyfriend, you know, we're gonna do stuff. I went to a boarding school, so doing stuff and having a physical relationship is really difficult. There's all these rules where you can't have boys in your room and can't lock the door, and there's nowhere really to go where you can just be private. So we used to sneak down corridors to have a little kiss and have a little feel up and whatever. But it's hardly the most romantic thing, is it? Just like in a dark corner, tonguing each other. Or the caretaker's sweeping up yesterday's spaghetti. So we thought, let's go to one of our rooms. Fuck the rules. We are adults. We are 17. We are going to do this. We are going to shut the door. And we are going to be a proper couple. And I should point out at this point, I'm not the most sexually advanced of people, and I'm not ashamed of that, but at this point I'd had no experiences. I'd barely even kissed a boy. I'd kissed a few boys, but I try and forget that. So when we got into our room, I was really nervous. He's spoken about how we'd done it all before. We get going, a little bit of kissing, a little bit of that, a little bit of touching, and then he says, I want you to give me a blowjob. I can't explain to you how terrifying that is when you've never done it and you've got this thing staring at you with its one eye. I was like, oh yeah, cool, I've done that loads before, and I hadn't. And I remember looking down going, what the fuck do I do? Like, do I touch it? Do I lick it? How do you approach it? Do you approach it like a lollipop? Is it like a round tree fruit pastel ice lolly? Do you just kind of go for it and get the best flavour that's at the bottom? I was just kind of looking at it, and I was like, right, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm literally just gonna go for it. So I kind of look up like this. I'm just like, is this sexy? I must look really sexy. Where in my head I'm going, please get it away from my face. We get down to it. I haven't quite worked out the breathing / pleasure giving ratio yet. So there's some weird noises on my end, but he's making appropriate noises. I think it's going okay. Then, all of a sudden, I hear a that is not a reassuring sound to hear. And I'm like, okay, either he's really enjoying this so much that he's turned into fucking Darth Vader, or there's issues. My wheelchair has set on fire. I don't know if you've ever been in a predicament where you're literally on fire in the middle of some lovemaking, but it's quite terrifying. He was like, just ignore it. Just ignore it! I'm on fire, dude! And I'm like, we can't ignore it. We need to sort the chair out. So he was like, fine, just finish me off and then we'll get someone. Whatever, I'll just do it really quick. I hopefully won't blow up. What I didn't realise is, as I'm carrying on, that in my utter panic, I'd pressed the emergency call button. All of a sudden, all I've heard is, Paige, in comes my head of house, and I am literally like, alright, I'll just be a sec. Mouth full, head down. So not only did they have to extinguish me, I also got called into the office for inappropriate behaviour with my boyfriend. It was mortifying. Never go to boarding school. Everyone knows your shit. What I'm trying to say is sex is the same for everyone. It's stressful. It's fun. It's interesting. Please, next time you see someone in a wheelchair or who has a bit of a wobbly leg or a missing arm or is a little bit blind or a little bit deaf, don't ask them if they can have sex unless you're really hot and you want to have sex with them. Chat them up, buy them a drink, then go and have the sex. Don't ask them about their private life, because that is honestly stupid. Sex is difficult enough without weird people making it more awkward by asking you stupid questions. I hope you enjoyed your meal. I'm sorry this was a bit of a long rant, but no, I just wanted to sit and eat with you and just talk about things, because why ever not? I probably should swallow this before I do my outro. And that's what she said. That's what she said. Oh, I'm such a child. So thank you so much for sitting and having lunch, dinner, tea or breakfast with me. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope you have too. I've got lipstick on my hand from when I did the blowjob noise. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It would mean so much to me to know that I'm doing the right thing. And if you want to see more videos of me eating and just talking about random things, then let me know. Give me a thumbs up and tell me it's all good and dandy. And if you haven't already and you would like to, then why not hit subscribe? It would make me very, very happy, and I'd love you very, very much. As usual, you can follow me on all the socially gumpy thingies that will be at the bottom or end of this video. Ooh. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I've been me, so please always be you, and I will see you very soon for another video. Bye! Bye.